I just recently finished Carrie Soto is Back, which is the last book I needed to read in the Famous Women series by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So I wanted to give my final rankings on the 4 books. And just as a disclaimer, I really enjoyed all these books. I would recommend every single one of them. It's just, this is the ranking when comparing them to each other. But they're all fantastic. You can't go wrong with any of them. Coming in at number 4 is Malibu Rising. I read this for my book club over the summer. We all liked it. I think everyone gave it either 3 or 4 stars. It was a good story. I was just waiting for it to have like a little bit more. Like I just needed, I don't know, I thought the story was building to something, and then it just kind of fell a little bit flat for me, but overall, I still loved the characters, I loved the story, and I think it's a really good read. Coming in at number 3, and I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Please do not hate me in the comments. I like this book. It was a little slow for me. It was also my first Taylor Jenkins Reid book, and so I was not used to her writing style and kind of the flow of the story. I think if I reread it now, I might like it a little bit more, but for me, it sits at number 3. It's a really good read. If you haven't read it, I recommend, and I'm excited to see the Netflix movie. Coming in at number 2 is Carrie Soto is Back. You kind of don't like her in Malibu Rising, so it was nice that she got a full book and you got to see her entire backstory and her return to tennis. I really enjoyed the book. I read it in one day. It made me want to go play tennis. And yeah, it was just nice to get a different perspective on the character, and I really liked relationships in the book, and I thought it has a good storyline. Coming in at number 1, Daisy Jones and the Six. This book is probably in my top 5 for the entire year. I tore through this book. I have told everyone to read it. I loved the style it was written in. I liked the twists at the end. I love this book. I wish I could reread it again for the first time. I still have yet to watch the show because I'm nervous that it's going to ruin how much I loved the book, but let me know if I should watch it. Those were my rankings. I know there's probably some unpopular takes in this, but let me know in the comments what your ranking is, if you agree with my thoughts, if you disagree, and I think I'm going to read One True Loves next.